Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hannah's Happy Home, and also welcome to my first video in 2024. In today's video, Hannah's Happy Home is going on the road again, and we are going to be doing a playroom makeover at my in-laws' house. A few months ago, we gave their guest bedroom a makeover, and now we are going to continue making over a few more rooms in their house. So this was day one of the playroom makeover, and we got an early start that morning, loaded up the truck, headed down the road to my husband's parents' dairy farm. My husband has a large family, and this is where we spend a lot of time as a family at my in-laws' house. The kids play on the dairy farm, and it's just a really special place for our family. So we're excited to be doing these makeovers in their home. This is the playroom for all of the grandchildren. My in-laws have 19 grandchildren, and 12 of those grandchildren live here in Arizona. So this playroom does get used a lot, and we're really excited to give this space a makeover, make it really fun for the kids, and also add more toy storage. And the goal is just to create a cozy, fun space for the grandchildren. So my mother-in-law had a Beatrix Potter Peter Rabbit theme going on here in the playroom, and I loved the theme, and she wanted to keep that theme in the playroom, and so that gave me a lot of inspiration for this room. And this is the mood board that I came up with for the space. I always love to create a mood board when I'm doing a room makeover. This just helps me to decide what colors to go with, what furniture and rugs to pick out, and this may be one of my favorite room makeovers. I just love how it turned out. Such a cute space. Be sure that you stay tuned until the end of the video to see the before and afters of this playroom. So the first step was to remove everything from the room, and we are going to be doing a complete makeover to this room. So all new paint. We'll also be painting the ceiling, adding a new ceiling fan. Jalen is even going to wire in can lights for this room. We're adding new curtains, wallpaper, furniture, a rug, new closet doors. My mother-in-law really loved the closet doors in the guest bedroom. They're so much better than the ones that were previously in the rooms. Those mirrored closet doors, they didn't work too well. They were really old, so we'll be replacing those with some new doors, and also new receptacle covers, new switches and switch covers, just giving this entire room a complete facelift. And what a blessing it was to be able to gift them a room makeover. It's so awesome, the opportunities that have become available due to this YouTube channel and all of the companies who collaborate with me for these makeovers. It's just such a huge blessing, and so happy that we're able to share it with family. Once we had prepped the walls and the ceiling for paint, it was time to start painting, and we are starting off by painting the ceiling. We had just bought a basic white flat ceiling paint at Lowe's, and that is what we were painting on the ceiling. This did take 2 coats, and it's just crazy how much it brightened up the room to have a nice bright white ceiling. We are also going to be painting a primer over this wall, because this wall will be the accent wall with that peel and stick wallpaper, and so we wanted to put a primer on here just in case you were able to see the blue through the wallpaper. But that was a mistake to paint the wall the day before adding wallpaper, and you'll see why here in a couple minutes. But while he is priming that wall, I am moving on to the other side of the room, and I'm going ahead and painting on the wall color. This wall color is Pale Oak by Benjamin Moore. It is the same wall color that we used in the flip house, and it is just the perfect light tan, light gray color. We really love the color, and so I wanted to paint that on the walls here in the playroom. It blends well with the rest of their house and will also blend well with the design of this playroom. Okay, so it's day 2 of this playroom makeover, and we had to do a second coat of the ceiling paint and also the wall paint as soon as we got there first thing in the morning, but I didn't film that just because I had already filmed so much painting. But after we got that second coat done, Jalen was getting started on replacing the ceiling fan, and then we were also going to be adding some can lights. The ceiling fan that he's adding is one of our favorite ceiling fans. We have one of these in our home, and we also added 2 to the flip house. These are the Hunter ceiling fans, and they are just really good quality and also a good price, a nice modern ceiling fan, and they were on sale for a really good price. I think they were like $30 or $40 off, so I just went ahead and bought 2 of these ceiling fans, one for the playroom makeover and then also one for the upcoming office makeover that we're doing. And after he installs the ceiling fan, he's going to have to climb up into the attic and run the wiring for those can lights. And I keep calling these can lights, but I just saw the box and they are canless lights, not can lights. These are really awesome. We've used these in every renovation project. They're really easy to install and you can just pop them right up in the drywall. Jalen always does such a good job on these projects. He had to climb up in the attic and do all of the wiring and everything, and the can lights, and hang the ceiling fan. I could not have put up the peel and stick wallpaper without him, and just so grateful for him and just grateful that we get to work together every day. We really enjoy working with each other and working on projects together, coming up with ideas, making plans, and these projects are especially fun when we get to do them at someone else's house because we get to surprise them with the finished room. And we are actually currently working on another room in my mother-in-law's house, giving their office a makeover, so stay tuned for that video coming up soon. We have been working long hours this week trying to get that room done, so we've got a lot of great content coming up this year, lots of room makeovers, so stay tuned for all of that. Jalen was getting ready to install the new sliding doors, but after he brought them into the room, he realized they were the wrong doors. We had gotten the closet doors at Home Depot previously for the guest room, and he got these doors at Lowe's, and he thought they were the exact same doors as the one from Home Depot, but they were not. They had a different track, so we were going to have to repackage up the doors, return them to Lowe's, and get the right doors from Home Depot. So instead, we are starting on the wallpaper, and this is the Feline Peel and Stick wallpaper from Wall Blush. They sent this over to me for this playroom project, so a big thank you to them. I thought this wallpaper was just so cute and would be a great subtle accent in this room and went along with the theme. This pattern was a little bit easier to put up than the pattern that we chose for our boys' bedroom. We have a peel and stick wallpaper in the boys' bedroom, and that pattern was a little bit more difficult to line up, but this one was a bit easier, but it still is definitely a 2-person job. So now that the wallpaper is installed, we added these cube organizers in front of the wallpaper. I wanted to add more toy storage to the playroom, and I thought this would be perfect. I was going to put a lot of baskets in here, and there would just be a lot of storage for toys. I decided to go with a lighter wood for the cube organizers, and then I chose these darker baskets because I wanted there to be some contrast, and I was also trying to mix dark wood and light wood in this room, and I really love how this turned out, just having the darker baskets in the lighter cube organizers. And the cube organizers and also the baskets are from Best Choice Products. They sent these over for the playroom, so thank you to them. And here is some footage of when we put these together. We put these together a few days before we started the playroom, just so that they were ready to go and we could just load them in the back of the truck and then put them right into the playroom. So it's been quite the evening so far. Earlier today, my mother-in-law sent us a picture of the playroom, and the wallpaper had just completely fallen off the wall. It was crumpled in a pile on the floor, and I just immediately felt sick. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was completely ruined. Like, I did not think we were going to be able to fix it. Jalen was in town today, so he picked up some spray-on adhesive, and we headed over there this evening just praying that we would be able to fix this wallpaper. And thankfully, we were able to fix it. We were able to get out the wrinkles and get it stuck back on the wall. The spray adhesive worked great, but it was a very stressful evening because we thought the wallpaper was just ruined. And now the kids are in bed, and we are going to spend the rest of the evening out here working in the shop. We're hoping to get the playroom finished tomorrow, and we have to cut some strips of wood for the little house we're putting on the wall. So we're going to go ahead and do that tonight. That way, first thing in the morning, we can head down and finish up the playroom. I wanted to explain why the wallpaper fell off, so I didn't realize that you are not supposed to put wallpaper on a wall that had just been painted. The wall had been painted 24 hours previously with a very heavy primer, and then the next day when the wall was completely dry, we put on the peel and stick wallpaper, and I didn't realize that you're supposed to let a freshly painted wall sit for a couple of weeks before you put on peel and stick wallpaper, and so I think that's why it just fell down, because we have the exact same brand of peel and stick wallpaper in the boys' bedroom, and we've never had any issues with it. It never fell down, and so I guess that is why we had the issue in the playroom. It is now day 3, and day 3 started off with the most beautiful sunrise. We were supposed to get rain for the first time in a really long time, and so it was a wonderful day. It rained all day long. It was a really cozy day to be working inside, and we were hoping to completely finish the playroom on this day. So Jalen started off by installing the correct sliding doors. He had picked those up in Tucson the day before, and then I was going to start decorating the room, laying out the rug. We were going to add the furniture, decor, curtains. This room turned out so cute. You have to stay tuned. In a couple of minutes, you are going to get to see the final reveal and the before and the afters of this space. It's now time to start adding these furniture pieces to the room, and I couldn't wait to see them in the space. I knew they were going to look amazing. I had added these pieces to my mood board way back in July, and so I was excited to finally see them in this room and to actually finally see the room completely finished. So that green chair that we added to the corner is the Santa Magnet green armless chair from Article, and a huge thank you to Article for partnering with me again on this video and sending over this chair and also the bookshelf. And my mother-in-law had said that she really wanted to add a large bookshelf to the playroom because she loves books. She has quite the book collection, big bookshelves out in the living room that are full of books, and she had a really large collection of children's books that she wanted to add to the playroom. So I will be adding all of those books to this shelf, and this shelf is Article's Slim Natural Oak bookshelf. This bookshelf is solid oak wood, and it is very sturdy, very heavy. So Jalen was sure to secure this to the wall. That way, if any kids climbed on the bookshelf for some reason, then it would not fall. This is very secure, and it's really good quality. We're always really impressed with Article's furniture. It's always amazing quality. Their packing and shipping is always awesome, and I really love the color of this green armchair. I'm adding pops of green to the room, and this was just the perfect shade of green. There's a little bit of green in the rug, and it just ties everything together. I wanted this corner to be like a little reading corner for the kids. We'll have all of the books on the bookshelves, and then just a nice low chair that probably 2 or 3 little kids could fit on the chair and read books. And I also wanted the chair to be low to the ground. That way the little kids could easily climb up onto the chair. had gotten a few cute toys that went along with the theme to add to the tops of these cube organizers. So I was adding those on there, adding some toys to the baskets, and now we are going to start adding the curtains, and the curtains are what really warmed up the space. I ended up going with these green curtains. I had 3 different options here: a white curtain, a blue curtain, and then these green curtains. I purchased these green curtains off of Amazon, and I ordered 4 panels. That way the curtains would look extra full and extra wide, and I really loved how these looked in the space. They really warmed up the room, like I said, and added a nice pop of green. And I did order these in a long size, that way we could take them all the way up to the ceiling. That's always a way to help your room feel larger and taller, is to take your curtains all the way up to the ceiling. And the black curtain rod is from 2 pages. Jalen is attaching that to the wall almost all the way up to the ceiling. That way our curtains can go all the way to the floor. And these curtains were a little bit short, so I did have to add curtain clips just to make them a bit longer so that they would almost touch the floor. Okay, so now we are adding these boards to this wall to create a house. Like you saw, we cut these the night before, and these were 1x6 boards that Jalen cut down, and we had cut them down to size, and then we laid them out on the floor, traced out the design of the house, got them all straight and cut and bundled, and then we brought them down here to put on the wall and create this house to go behind the play kitchen. And this is a play kitchen that I had bought off of Facebook Marketplace back in the summertime, and I gave it a complete makeover. If you want to see all the details of that, I will link that video down below, but that was a really fun makeover, and this play kitchen was perfect for the playroom, and really love how this wall turned out. It's going to be a fun space for the little granddaughters. We are putting the finishing touches on the room before revealing it to my mother-in-law, and this is always the best part of the video when I get to share the before and the afters.
Everywhere.
hope that you enjoyed this complete playroom transformation. We love how cute it turned out, and my mother-in-law just loves it. The grandkids have been loving this room. They've been playing in here for a couple of weeks now, and my mother-in-law had requested that I keep the Peter Rabbit signs in the room that she had in there previously, and they were just perfect for this wall over here. We did try to keep it a bit simple and just didn't want to fill up the room too much, just so there was plenty of room for all of the kids to play, and there is plenty of storage in that closet. There is big containers of Legos and kids games and all types of things in the closet on the shelves that the kids can just pull out, and they have plenty of floor space to play with all of those items. Let us know what you think of this playroom, and if you enjoyed the makeover, be sure and give this video a thumbs up, and also be sure that you're subscribed with the notification bell turned on, because we've got a lot more makeovers coming up this year, so stay tuned for all of that. And thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate each of you so much, and we'll see you next week with a new video. Bye! I forgot to add that Jalen made this cute little wooden house out of 1x6 boards, and it just turned out so cute and was perfect for right here on top of the organizers.